Did you think you could be in a position like you were in the ninth?
We talked about it. Mendy had a great game plan. From the beginning of the day, he told me what was in his mind, and then it was just a matter of the trainers. They did a fantastic job. You have Joe Golia, you have Jeff Lewis, you have Brian Chiclo, Baca, that they prepped me the right way. They just did everything in their power to get me on the field. And around the fourth, fifth inning, Mendy asked me if I was available to hit. I said, yeah.
How eager were you to get into that game today?
I just wanted to play, to be honest. It would have been nice if I didn't play, because that means the guys were up. But it was also cool that I got to play and feel part of the team.
The past 2 years, we had the game last year, we had the flu, came back, had that big game. You had your back, came back, had a couple home runs. Now this, what allows you to just sort of play through it all? Not just play through it all, but succeed through it.
First of all, the Lord has blessed me to play this game, the ability to stay on the field. And when I'm not on the field, and it's just the trainers have done a fantastic job. You see the results, but they are the ones putting in the work, putting in the time, and to get me right, to get me ready to be on the field. And this training staff that we have here is one of the best, if not the best. And just once it comes to those moments, I'm just there to make something happen. Just get a good pitch, and just whatever happens, happens. Don't let the moment get too big.
What specifically did you have to go through?
A lot of treatment. Just they had a bunch of different things to do, and stuff to keep it stable, and and then had to run, have to hit, have to do different things to see if I was able to play. And they said the game plan was that I was ready to play, and I was like, all right, I trust you guys. Let's do this.
When you're in the box, is it noticeable that something's not 100% there?
Something is not 100% for sure, but I'm not the only one. There's a lot of other people in this league right now that there's something happening. I would say most of the guys are not 100%. So there's no excuses. Once Mendy says you're playing, there's no excuse. You just got to go out there and get it done.
You think you'll start tomorrow now, or will you kind of see where you're at? Or
I would like to start. But
okay.
It's going to be up to the trainers and Mendy, and we're all going to make a decision together. But I would like to start, and hopefully, tomorrow I wake up in a good spot.
What's Pete meant to the team, and where would you be without him?
Who knows? Pete meant a lot. It's 50-something RBIs, leading the team in batting average and OPS. He's been tremendous for us. He's been huge. He lengthened our lineup. He makes us all better. He's special. And the defensive play that he made today, that was crucial. That was a big play. You also have him running the bases the right way. He's turning himself into an overall player, like a well-rounded player, and he's very special. And we're glad he's on our team.
I mean, you've been around him a few years now. Have you ever seen him put it together like this, really?
No, I think this is going to be his best year of his career, God willing. He's going to keep up doing what he's doing. I think he's going to end up with one of the best Mets seasons ever, probably.
Obviously been around him for quite a few years now. What allows him to, when he's obviously not 100% come through in those spots?
I think for a lot of people, you're kind of spoiled. We are spoiled because with him, you get a guy who's just willing to strap it on regardless of how he feels or regardless of how his health is. And I've seen him do stuff like this all the time, and I know it's really hard to do because, if like battling through like physical stuff, there's limitations with everything. But I just have nothing but like the most amount of respect. That's like you get a guy willing to put his body on the line every single day like that. That's really, like, for me, it's like knowing him. It's like, yeah, of course he's going to do that, of course. But but when you really take a step back, that's really special. Having a teammate willing to put his body on the line every single day like that. It's a true pro, in my opinion. And he embodies that.
Pete, when did you decide that you're going to make the move that you did to get into the plate the way you did in the ninth?
I don't know. It's just one of those things that just happens so split second. You can't really think. It's just more like a reaction. Ball beat me to the plate, and I was just trying to do whatever I could to avoid the tag. Just be an athlete and do whatever you can to try and make it happen. I'm just happy I was able to.
Team-wise, Pete, runners in scoring position has been a thing all year. You've been the one guy who's seemingly immune to it. What have you been able to do well in those spots?
No one's immune to anything. This is the big leagues, and I think for me this is one of the things where I just at the end of the day I just want to win and stick to my plan, and that's really it, and really stay disciplined to that, because when guys are on base, pitchers are going to really try their best and really try and find another level, go to a dark place and do whatever they can to get the guy out, at whoever's at the dish, whether it's me or other people. So for me, I just want to be able to combat that with owning my strike zone, owning my process, and holding on to my mechanics as much as I possibly can.
Kodai, what was working well for you tonight?
今日調子が良かった要因はまあ分からない、いろいろ分からない球場でしたけど、なんとか粘れて、良かったかなと思ってます。A lot of irregularities or things I didn't know about this in terms of this stadium, but I was able to get through it.
Did you feel like you were getting close to your pitch count at the highest in your career late in the last couple innings?
キャリアハイの球数でしたけど、最後の方、それを感じてましたか？もちろん感じてましたし、球がなかなかうまく自分の思った軌道じゃなく変化したりとかもするので、すごい、難しさも感じてましたけど、結果6回までいけて、なんとか良かったかなと思います。Yeah, I did feel the pitch count. The movement of the pitches were not quite what I wanted, but I was able to grind it out and get through 6.
What do you think worked best for you tonight?
その中で一番良かったところ。なんやろ。分かってなく終わったって感じかな。I still don't know.
What do you think of Lindor's ability to come off the bench and come through the way he did?
リンドアがのようにベンチスタートからで代打でツーベースを打つここに関していかがですか？それをリアルタイムで見ていてやっぱりスターだなと思いましたし、やっぱりそれを感じさせないリーダーシップの強さみたいなのも感じましたし、彼の全てが出たのかなと思います。Yeah, to see that at bat go happen, it just kind of illustrates what type of person Francisco Lindor is. He's a leader, and he's just a superstar.